So I got my dad's tractor a new tire. He's not going to like it, but I don't want to mess with the flat one, so I just got a whole new wheel. Should be able to mount it right up and have that thing rolling. Then we're close to being done. There we go. That's much better. Now we can at least level the deck. Alright, well this is going to be the moment of truth. I haven't started it in a week. I got a pair of vice grips on the fuel line now because it's leaking. So I've had a charger plugged into it. I'm going to go out there, probably get my butt wet, and see if it'll start and drive in here so we can get this fixed. Well, that thing is smoking. I got something leaking there. I gotta go grab a light, I think, and figure that out. Do that now. It's got some oil dripping onto the exhaust somewhere. I mean, that's fairly obvious. So it's over full. I need to get that fixed. Need to get the fuel shutoff valve put on it. See what we can do here. Zip tie. Just want to hold this fuel line up out of the way temporarily so I can get some oil drained out. What can I put the oil in? Gotta go find an oil drain pan. That ought to do for now. Good Lord, that's tight. It's like it was cross-threaded on there or something. I think this is going to be a mess. No matter what I do, it's going to make a mess. Try to alleviate some of that, but here we go. I think the oil's supposed to start dripping out of there when I pull that cap off, but well, maybe you gotta oh, there we go. I'm learning. I gotta look at something else that doesn't look good. I'm gonna get some of that oil out into something I can actually look at. But I gotta find something to put it in first. Put it in here. So that's concerning. I'm probably not even going to try to show it to you guys because you're not going to see it, I don't think, but that oil just has, it's got metal all over it. I'll see if I can get a good picture of it. And yeah, we might just stop where we're at for right now and figure this out. I think that's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, the battery in my camera died while I was trying to figure out how to turn the flash on. I don't know if that's something you guys can see. I'll have to see if I can blow it up, but I don't know. There's like aluminum shavings. Yeah, so I'll have to do some thinking about this one. Now I gotta go charge up the other camera so I can get a good picture of this. Well, now, all things being equal, I think I'm just gonna drain the rest of the oil out of it. Look at that, that stuff does not look good. Let me grab the light. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can see the metal coming out of it. Yeah, that's not good at all, so I don't know what to do now. I think I'll do whatever I can do to get it going for him, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to, and even if I can, its days are greatly numbered now. So we'll take a break, we'll get all this oil drained out, and we'll see where we're going to go from here. So I've got a tough call to make now. I'm going to use my Borescope camera, if that's what you call it where you're from, I don't know. And I'm going to attempt to look down the cylinder, see if I can maybe figure out where this metal is coming from. And based upon what I find, I'll be making a decision. It might not be a great one, but we'll see. I'm confident I can at least get it running. I mean, it is running, but I'm confident I could fix a couple things on it. But if that is in fact metal in the oil, I'm just not interested in doing too much because its days are numbered. Make sure this isn't hot. So I'll try to, I probably won't be able to show you guys my screen, but I can record with this camera, so maybe I'll do a voiceover thing, maybe I won't, I don't know. We'll just have to see. One way or another, you guys will see it though. So let's get on it. All right. Moment of truth. Oh, it's not good. Let me go to record mode. I think the rings are shot. Look at all the oil. And that's what the problem is right there. Can't really see the cylinder walls very good. I think a ring or something came apart. Gosh, I just don't know. Alright, so we stop recording there. We'll take a picture or two. Cylinder's egg-shaped. Look at that right there. Well, you can't see it here. Let me take a couple pictures. Alright, well, you know, sometimes the right answer is not the answer you want. But there's no denying that I believe this Collier Courage 20 is toast. It can be repaired, don't get me wrong, it can absolutely be repaired. The question is it worth putting that kind of money into it? And in this case, knowing the situation and knowing that there's another tractor on site, an oldie but goodie, that would take minimal work to get going. And not only that, I mean, I live 10 minutes away and it's my father, so I absolutely will bring one of my tractors over there and help out whenever necessary. In my opinion, this is not worth fixing. Getting running until it blows up completely, sure, maybe, but not completely fixing. So we'll make that call and see what he wants to do. Well, I've done about everything I can do. I've got it back together. I got to put some hose clamps on the new on and off valve. I've changed the oil. I've replaced the wheel over there. I've cleaned the carburetor, and as you guys just saw, it seems to be running pretty good. I need to level the deck and just kind of check up a few more things, put the hood back on, and I don't hold out much hope for the longevity of this machine. But you never know. I've been wrong before. We'll see. I got Dad's tractor loaded on the trailer. It's a nice even surface where I can level the bed. Other than that, we put the hood on, throw a couple hose clamps on, and we'll get it back to him tomorrow. Let's see if I could tighten that down really quick first. It's got a little oil leak coming out of the valve cover. I'd like to get that fixed. Well, it's more than a little oil leak. It's a pretty bad one. After it sits for a few minutes, it starts dripping onto the exhaust, and we definitely don't want that, so we'll see what we can do to fix it. Now we'll move on to the next project. Morning, everybody. It's about 40 degrees out. Sunday morning. I like that Google Home thing because I can turn the shop lights on before I even walk out here. So I got a mess in here right now. I got to work on getting cleaned up. It's some of the leftovers from yesterday, and then we'll get on with the day. Not sure what we're doing yet. Whew, it's chilly out here today. So I don't know 100% what I'm doing. I'm actually going to work on cleaning the bench up here a little bit while we chat. I don't know if I told you guys yesterday. I got my dad's tractor done, except on the very last test drive, it blew the belt right in half. So I got to replace that. I'll probably do that today, but I don't know if I'm really in the mood to drive to town or not. I mean, it's not. It's only like a 10 or 15 minute drive, but I don't really want to go anywhere. I gotta clean this. It's so frustrating when the shop is a mess. So I had to laugh because I left my light here on all night on the workbench. I left it sitting right here, and it still works. Not very good. It needs new batteries for sure. But you know, these little magnet-on lights, one of the best things I've purchased. They're convenient. They don't always work the way you want them to. Simply because there's just not a lot of times you just can't get the right angle out of them. But all in all, I'm pleased. Move this guy out of the way. I might go today, cut some firewood maybe. I don't mean to say it like that, not go and cut some firewood because I cut it right here on the property. But yeah, that might do that today. But for now, need to kind of get this doable. I think I'll put you guys on fast forward and we'll get through that. So I've got my ultrasonic cleaner running here. I think I'm going to run it for like a half hour. There's so much residue in there. So I dumped it out. I didn't flush it or anything, and there's so much residue on the metal inside there. I just put water in it, and I'm going to let it run for a half hour and see if that can clean out the residue. I'd like to find a place to permanently put it so I don't have to keep unplugging it and moving it around, but and space is this small. You kind of got to do what you can do. So that's what we're doing right now. I've been meaning to do that ever since I built that fence. I'm going to cut a piece of 2x4 and put it on the back side of the fence where that top one is, just to give it some extra support. The bottom one is going right into the 2x4 already. So another job completed, and now we've got a secured fence. I mean, it's not secured, it's only secured for, I don't know, keeping dogs in and out or whatever, but as you saw, it's easy for anybody to open. But we'll move on to the next project, which is probably going to be somewhere surrounded around this pile of wood. I need to do something with it. So I wanted to show you guys something. You remember this BL110? This is the new one. We're going to start the modifications on it. Oh, in the next coming videos at least. But I wanted to show you something. It's been well used so far. And what I want to show you is you'll hear the throttle response. It'll start to climb and it'll bog. And we're going to make an adjustment here and see if we can fix that. So you heard how it kind of goes up and skips down. So we're going to look here. That's our low, that's our high, okay. Nope, back in a flash, guys. I gotta do something, it's important. All right, sorry about that. Had a raccoon in the house next door, had to warn the guy. Let's get back to this. We'll run this for a few minutes and we're going to make some adjustments and see how it goes. Sounds good, real good. It is time, however, to make some modifications to it. I'm not sure what I'm going to start with. Probably the muffler. I want to do something with the muffler. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But like I said, that's for another video. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna start utilizing playlists between my houseplant videos and my other farm shop. What do you guys think about that? Leave a comment down below, and we'll see you on the next video.